Yeah, so I went to play live chess, and then I came down here to my friend list, and then I just clicked on that's it.
Oh, okay.
Click on Martin, and he's playing Whiskey Mac.
Colin, do you want to try and find perhaps board 1 or board 2 by that method?
Well, am I allowed to be a friend with them, or do I have to apply to be a friend?
Well, a casual acquaintance will
Yeah.
just a passing association.
I don't know whether it'll work if you're not in their friends list.
Just run that through me, by me again.
Right. I've sent a request to Clive.
Use a friend in the middle of a game, are they?
No.
So maybe we just watch this.
So what was it again, Magnus? It was
play live chess. Then I come down to this icon here, friends, and then my friend list comes up. I just click on the people that are playing.
Okay, I've got Clive.
And I've got
okay, well, we're here.
No, I've got Martin. I've got Martin's game. Yes, well done, Magnus.
Where we're.
We got that. I think that was a joint effort, personally.
Right, here we go.
Brilliant.
Well, I don't have any friends, so I haven't got anybody's game.
Well, that doesn't surprise me for you.
Right, we'll make sure we edit that into the video, Colin. It might be the only bit we keep of this.
This is Clive Frosty on board 1, isn't it?
The bloke isn't FM.
Yeah.
No, that's the radio he listens to.
Clive's FM strength, pretty much.
No, the other guy is in.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm just saying.
Clive is a senior postal master.
Who can name this opening? It's the Four Knights.
Four Knights.
Why is it called that, John?
Pardon?
Why is it called that?
I'm struggling.
Four Knights Scotch variation.
Four Knights.
Indeed, it is.
After knight d5, it's a Belgrade. Oh no! Oh right.
Okay.
Yeah, Belgrade Gambit.
Yes.
So
who
knows when this stops being theory? Because I don't.
But it's still theory.
Thanks to Kasparov, it probably never. The fun never ends.
Bishop d3.
Yeah.
d5 looks like a theory move.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Well, White's Kingston.
Now, I don't know if this is theory or not theory, I must admit.
That's your theory, but...
Yeah.
Quick, rush and get my book on the Scotch.
So he doesn't play to win the pawn with d takes c6, which is interesting.
Perhaps he didn't like rook e8 check.
Rook e8 check, bishop e3, knight, no, and then knight takes pawn. And then knight d5 maybe. Not sure. I imagine it is theory, but I don't know.
Let's fast forward to the actual game position, shall we? Because we've got to catch up.
Yeah, good point.
Okay, knight e2, yes. Takes. Oh, lashing out.
That looks a bit strange.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he wants to give black 2 isolated pawns to the queen side. Yeah. Actually, yeah, why doesn't that win? Why doesn't queen takes queen and... Oh, because the bishop might take. Yeah, sorry.
Bishops can move backwards, Colin.
Well, so they can.
It's like this.
Can we just go back a couple of moves there?
It does look rather comfortable for black, though.
Could black not have pushed on with d4?
Well, what position should we...
Instead of exchanging?
Yeah.
Okay. What position?
After c4 on move 12.
You mean here?
Yeah.
So d4. Not sure.
It's d4 a move.
Oh, can't do that. I've got. How do I?
Yeah. Just click on c4.
It transposed back into chapter 4. Don't want to Houston.
I'm thinking maybe d4 followed by. What's happened?
Onto live analysis, whatever that means.
Oh, okay. So it's doing analysing the current position rather than
the current position then.
Spoiler alert.
Thank you, because I'm trying to
No, maybe we should just see what happened in the game. But I was just thinking, you know, if I was black, I might be thinking of playing d4 and c5 and kind of put some pawns in the middle. And
White might,
grab some
if you
space.
do that, White might be able to get away with g4. And then if the bishop retreats rather than sacrificing itself, which may or may not be sound, you swap on g6 and then take on d4.
Oh.
But tentatively, yeah. I mean, I think both players would look at that very carefully before going down that route.
Okay.
So I guess White's pawn structure is a bit better, but Black does look very comfortable and developed.
Slightly more together, isn't it? The pawns.
Black is very well mobilised.
But this is impressive piece.
Yep.
Black can put a rook on the B file. So let's have a look.
Okay. Oh. No, I'm not sure. About even, I guess.
Is it worth considering rook e3 takes bishop c5?
I wondered about that.
It must be worth a look, mustn't it? Because it's a queen swap.
I suppose, yeah, if you could do that without the queen swap.
Yeah, which doesn't necessarily make it a bad idea.
What did Black
still
play?
very active.
Oh, he took it. He
Oh,
did.
wow. Okay.
He heard what you said.
Well, there's no moves up here, so well, I'm not seeing any notation. Is anybody else?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not.
No, which is good. Which is good.
Actually, I prefer it that way because that makes
Yeah.
predicting moves easier.
So after F takes, what, Queen E7?
Yeah, Queen. I was expecting it
Wow.
as well. Oh, and then Queen E5.
Yeah, that's
So,
be
yeah.
awkward defending the dark squares.
Yeah, with the bishop pair and a really crummy.
So what about knight? No, you can't do that.
Yeah, the knight's pinned, which is awkward for him. I think he's got to move the queen.
Does he?
No?
well, this,
Well, if he wants to defend the pawn.
If what is Rook D8 coming in with?
yeah, rook d8 is definitely
Rook
happening.
D8's coming in. I
It's in
think
the air.
That's a sweet move.
As Phil Collins would say, it's in the air tonight.
yeah, well, it's still in the air after Queen D3.
So he took on there. That's a
Yes, if you can't spot why. I hope he plays bishop.
Well,
D3.
G4 might be a threat because
bit.
after
Oh, well, he was going to go knight f4, wasn't he?
well, or G4, because if G4 again, Black can sacrifice, but the bishop can't. Well, in fact, he has to sacrifice because he can't go back to G6.
He can't go back to G6.
Yeah, because Queen takes bishop and the F pawn's pinned.
Yeah.
So it seemed a little bit of a concession by Black though.
Okay, so
Queen E5 probably.
He's probably worked all this out in view of the fact he's given up the exchange. I mean, these are strong players, aren't they?
yeah, no, what,
Yeah.
Queen f3 or something?
Good question.
Oh yes.
You're predicting all the moves. Predict a blunder for the opponent, please. And
yeah. Well, bishop.
I go all around the houses. Queen H2, King F1.
So is this the current position, John?
This is the current position.
Oh, right. Okay.
yeah, so what does Black have for the exchange?
But note that this is hanging.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh no, I didn't.
That could be
But why
difficult to
not
spot in there.
And the knight can't move because the F pawn's hanging.
So black either has to check or move this rook somewhere.
We can't see the times, can we?
Are you sure you're? It looks
Okay.
like you're on an analysis
right.
board.
I am. No, this is happening moves.
He's in a trip anyway. Okay, but why not just move the rook to E8 and just?
Well, he went b8, which is what I should have predicted that because that's what rook b8.
I don't see
Okay.
that as anything.
So why is Clive's time ticking down on the top right when it's Black's move?
No, Black's just played Rook B8.
Yeah, we haven't caught up with the live position.
Oh, I see.
So
You haven't. Oh, there's the times. Okay.
well, this is the live position now, isn't it? So it's White's move here. Black's just played rook b8, threatening rook b2.
Everything is aiming at B2. Isn't it?
So b2 is a little bit sensitive.
It isn't totally clear that black's got full compensation to me.
So
B3.
what happens now?
B3 looks eminently sensible.
Yeah. I mean, we need to get this.
Actually, it's yeah.
I think I like to lump that in there actually.
I think knight e4 is a threat. You've got to watch out for f7, but I don't know how important that is.
Okay.
But
I think that's the current position on this game.
Oh,
So
I
the-
see. And then the queen h2. H2 is Coitons.
yeah,
Yeah, I think Queen 8, that's what we need to do.
Well, it's certainly, if not curtains, it's certainly.
Bring the cover F2
Hell.
like this. And then this is threatened. That's a bit difficult to meet, isn't it?
Yeah, but
I'm not sure if it is totally curtains actually, but it looks strong.
can't you pin the knight though?
Certainly a pelmet.
Well, there's a threat of rook B2 and knight E4. That's
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Oh yes, of course, because that covers the square as well.
That's
Oh,
tricky.
shit.
That's tricky.
Come on, Clive, we can't have this. Even though Helen's cut your hair tonight this week.
Well, it's time. I think you should predict White's next move, Colin.
Well, I'm looking at the line B3 knight e4. Something takes pawn check on f7, king h8.
Ah,
Oh, can you play it? Yeah. And I think this just looks good for black. But
Good for black.
Well, you're just putting off the evil moment of this, aren't you?
is this you?
but what if you bring the queen back to f3? Oh, you've got rook f8 as well.
What
So taking the
king?
f pawn looks extremely risky.
It looks pointless.
Rook f8, yeah,
Bang.
looks extremely tricky.
That is the end of that.
It's not tricky. It's losing. It's
You
worth.
might even play knight g3 check first, just to be a bit sadistic.
Yeah, I think Clive's in real trouble here.
This is you playing the moves, is it, John?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
this is the live position, and then we're trying to work out some defence for White. But
It says level at the moment, but
Yeah, that's interesting, given that black's a full exchange down, not even a pawn for it. But there might be a weird repetition, or maybe Clive's got to play queen f4, which looks awful, and then, black either wins a pawn.
And we
full
guide
exchange.
yeah, but hang on, we've gone B3, so it's Black's move, Colin.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's happened. That's on the board.
Mm.
Because that was our analysis. We were looking at B3.
Yeah, I think I've got analysis mixed up with reality.
We can play.
How do I turn off? If I turn off the analysis, we should get back to reality.
Yeah, good question. Don't know.
How do we do that?
Evaluation, turn off maybe.
Perhaps it's time to move on to another game.
Oh, we're on a knife edge.
Well, this is pretty critical here, isn't it?
You think?
Yeah, it's an interesting position as well.
Can anyone else? Can anyone else see the live position in this game? Can you see that?
Isn't the play link to the right of Clive's name at the top there?
I don't. Okay, I'm not sure that's it, to be honest.
Oh.
No,
Or does that take you to a start of a new game or something?
I
Plus
think it
32.
does.
Can you see the live position, Magnus?
I haven't got him as a friend, but I guess if
Ah.
you went through the process again, you might be able to.
Okay, connect. What is
It was
it?
play,
Sorry, yeah.
play
Live.
live chess.
Oh, it's gone straight down.
Okay, cool.
Well, just click on
You go on the
play.
friends and
Top
click
here.
it again, see what happens.
And according to that, it's the opponent's move.
Oh,
Oh.
so B3, Queen H. This is what happened.
Yeah, because I guess when you click the analysis board, it stopped the moves.
Okay.
King F1.
Okay, so he didn't go for knight e4.
Yeah, I wonder why he rejected knight E4.
Maybe because it just leaves the knight on prise. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, but here, if you play it here, okay, whatever.
rook on D1.
Oh no, but he can take on f7 and the rook hangs.
Okay, so now he's covering the e4 square. The knight e4 must be a threat here.
bishop B4.
Yeah,
Yeah, so he's trying to tempt white rook to the F2
This-
square,
this-
to the E2 square.
This queen's now hanging.
Oh, what happens?
So he's
if
offering.
it
He's
goes
going
to
to. Clive wants to give the exchange back.
I'm guessing on rook E2, knight E4 looks pretty terminal, or even queen H1 check, followed by knight E4 check. In fact, that's almost mate. You've got to give it the queen.
Down quite a lot of time now.
Queen F4. Knight here. Well, he can't do that because the queen's hanging.
Queen's on.
Yeah. So Clive just wants to give the material back, doesn't he?
Yeah, with presumably an even game.
Trying to bail out.
Yeah. So probably good defence.
So the best move will be to exchange queens and then liquidate on D1, E1.
Well, Black's got to exchange queens now, surely.
Well, he can flick this check into. No, he
Yeah.
can't. No.
Well, that's what we must address. Is that? Otherwise, why hasn't he moved? He must be looking at something like that.
Well, I mean, what's there to? Okay, Queen H1.
King F2.
So let's say here. Well,
Queen will get.
I've got to go into analysis mode again.
Good luck, John.
Yeah.
We're right behind you, Captain Manning.
Well, what's Black looking at here? Queen H1, King F2.
Just to mention, Neil Bridges' first game has finished, so we could look at that if we wanted to. Though I agree that this is quite an interesting position to stay with.
It is interesting.
I was going to.
Okay, Dan Gaines finished his first game.
Yeah,
So shall we? Let's go to that.
Kim?
and Cod Banana might have as well.
How did Daniel do, Kim? Did he win?
He won his first game. It was drawish at one stage, and then he just converted it into a win.
So
Excellent.
this looks like the second game.
Now he's on his second game now. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
Oh, with respect, his
You'll have
opponent
to look at previous games on his
Very
profile.
very.
So that's it. That's the game, I think.
Do you want to look at Neil's first game?
Yeah. Okay then.
Guys, can we not watch the end of the game?
Yeah, good idea actually. Yeah,
What do you want
sorry.
to do? Go back to the
I
Clive
feel
game.
like we watched like 25 minutes of EastEnders and turned it off before the dum.
Well, you can watch the omnibus at the weekend.
Yeah, I ain't got time for omnibuses.
Right then. Okay.
I feel like I'm being teased.
It's the first time I've heard of a chess game being compared to EastEnders. I like that.
They've played chess on EastEnders, I'll have you know.
Oh,
Stick around, Colin. I've got more shit analogies for
I'm
you.
sure they do all sorts of things on EastEnders. Okay, very good. Okay, you're right though. Let's have a look at. Let's continue with the.
It seems to have stuck.
okay.
They haven't played a move.
So sorry, John. Are you sharing?
I will now.
Ooh.
No moves have been played.
Down to
Yeah, he spent a lot of time. He was on
Losing, isn't he?
5 minutes.
Yeah, he has. He's come. Yeah. He's come.
Just taking his time.
5 minutes over one move. Wow.
Well, he was on 5 minutes 40 or something.
Critical.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
Actually, is it awkward? Does he have a choice about the queen swap?
No.
He doesn't, does he? Because if Queen
I think he
H1
loses
check,
material, doesn't he?
If Queen H1 checks, surely it
Oh,
traps
Queen.
the Queen.
Well, I think what
Yeah.
what he's looking at is Queen H1 check, King F2, Bishop E1 check.
Yes, he is.
okay, yeah, that's true.
Well,
What about
no,
King
doesn't
E2 in
that
that
queen?
case?
That loses.
Yeah, King
queen.
E2 traps the Queen.
But it,
Queen takes pawn check.
he's-
Queen takes pawn
But he's
check.
got the rook on D1 and
No,
and
queen takes
check
queen.
on the back rank.
oh, he's okay. Well, that answers
Yeah, he
that.
took 6 minutes over that move.
Wow.
So I'm guessing this is going to
Be a draw.
be a draw. Yeah,
Well, it's quite a game, though, isn't it? I mean,
yeah, tremendous game.
Yeah.
Well, is White a little bit better actually? Clive's quite capable of winning this sort of
Oh,
position.
got better
these-
pawns, bishop versus the
He
knight,
is.
I would say.
Yeah, bishop versus knight, pawns both sides of the board.
I think
better
White's-
pawn structure.
Should,
White's
should
slightly
Black,
better here.
should Black keep the rook on? Oh. Should he
I
have
think the answer to the question was yes, he could have done.
Yeah, could have done, yeah.
And possibly.
There again, both of these guys are really
Oh,
good.
that's clever. That's clever.
Oh, he's picked.
He's picked up the F pawn. So
F5?
amazingly, he saw something that we didn't.
F5?
Hang on. Why has he picked up the F pawn?
Yeah, F5.
Oh, F5. Okay. Yeah, good point, actually.
Well, F5,
Knight
and then
G3.
Knight G3.
And that's a good position for
Well,
him.
then the
Bishop D3.
protect it from D3.
How can
Yeah, interesting. F5 is forced and good, isn't it?
Well, that's what's just been played. So I predicted that.
Well done, John. Can we just
Thank you.
Okay.
No, it's,
I think Clive could win this. I'm not saying it's a winning position, but he is rather good technically.
yeah.
Give respect to his opponent as well, obviously.
I've got half an eye on Martin Warman's game. He's 2 pawns up in a double rook and bishop ending.
Right.
Definitely winning, but not easy to finish off.
That F pawn's pretty annoying for black, isn't it?
It is.
Well, so he wants to induce G4, does he?
That's a good question. I mean, White doesn't particularly want all of his pawns on the same colour square as his bishop.
Because, well...
But where is the knight going? Well, it's going to F6.
King F3.
Colin, can you explain your comment about whether White wants his pawns on black or white squares?
Well, I don't think there's a simple answer to that question.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so that's okay. Fair enough. That's my theory blown out of the water.
Okay.
Then. Well, if all of your pawns are the same colour square as your bishop, if they get in the way of the bishop, it reduces the scope of your bishop. That's all.
Yeah.
So,
balanced
on
against
the other hand, you've got to be able to defend your pawns.
Yeah.
So it isn't a hard and fast
There's
rule.
no hard and fast or general rule to apply to that. Then.
No.
So let's just quickly run through this.
Is this Cod Banana?
Oh, so our player, Paul Sloan, has the black pieces.
It's the Arkle Kingis variation.
It is.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm not particularly convinced by Queen C7. I think this has stopped being theory, but I could be wrong.
I think that wasn't A3 the current move.
That's been doing the rounds. Okay, let's get to the game position then. 97. Hey, black's going to get this e pawn, but that looks a bit fairly easily, I would have thought. Knight C6, knight G6. He should win that e pawn pretty comfortably. Okay, he's got to give up the bishop.
How do you take the bishop?
With the H pawn.
Yeah, okay. I'd be tempted by the F pawn.
What?
Well, I think
No,
Colin
you wouldn't.
wants to get fruity, but you haven't got a dark squared bishop to back it up, have you?
Well, that is true.
So I don't think.
You're not Scottish at all, are you, Colin? No,
Well,
Does that make a difference?
David Levy isn't Scottish, but no one thought to say so.
you just did.
Oh, what a giveaway.
So Paul's black.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting. You'd have thought the exchange of dark squared bishops would favour white, really, but I think black's doing pretty well out of the opening.
Yes, white. Yeah, he's doing. Probably depends on the future of the black's bishop.
Can you spot the threat?
Yeah.
No,
Four
no,
with the
but-
bishop.
That was subtle. A5 was subtle.
It's also a good move.
Yeah.
Without, even without the trap. A4 to A3 isn't bad.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Ooh. That is a good move, isn't it? That's worth an exclam.
Yeah, so he's wants to go to b5 and then to d6.
Yes, which probably
And
won't
it's
be allowed.
not totally obvious how you stop it unless I don't know.
Ooh. Now we're in a dilemma about still the fate of the bishop.
Yeah. Does black win the exchange? No, he doesn't. Bishop a6, bishop a6.
Bishop a6, knight b5. Does it?
Yeah, knight b5.
Well, yeah, but oh no.
But then you can play queen c5 and then a4, I guess.
Yeah.
This chess mark is too much like hard work. I like queen c4. Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, and I think that threatens knight. Yeah, because with rook e3, Mike was threatening knight to take on e6. I think
that early. You get enough pawns for it, but whether
yeah, you get enough pawns for it, and with the rook, and you got rook f3 as well. I don't know.
Defending g7 is going to be difficult. You have to play rook a7 or something. Okay, queen c7.
I think white is comfortable here. Is winning. I'm putting £5 on white to win here.
Well, how does black stop the threat of queen h4 and rook h3? Would be my question.
That's an excellent question.
Can we play queen e7?
Rook h3 now.
Queen e7, queen takes queen, so you have to play rook e8 or something first. Oh, queen d8 you've got though, to be fair. Yeah, so rook h3 first, maybe. Yeah, maybe it's a bit not very good.
Not very subtle, is it?
That's about as subtle as I get.
Subtle plans are here again, as it says in bracket.
Rook h3, queen d8.
Weakness on that.
This needs.
Ooh.
Okay, rook h3. Queen d8 is kind of forced, is it not?
Well, we can't allow that.
I don't think you can allow
I like.
Can we play a4 and then?
You see in the bottom right, when you pre-moved it, it said that's your guess, and you got it right.
Oh, is this happening?
Yeah, well,
okay.
Yeah, no, you're right, Magnus. Yeah, if you look at the bottom right.
Ooh.
Rook h4 was a possibility too.
Oh shit, it is.
I think it was even before rook e3, but rook e3 looks fairly reasonable.
Is rook c4 anything? And ooh.
Not really.
Now, this is incidentally the disadvantage of taking with the h pawn. It's quite easy to get done down the h file.
Do me a favour.
I'm speaking as a veteran of the Slav defence, where you get this a lot.
I'm speaking as over 40 years of French, losing with the French every game.
Yeah, I used to play the French, and
good luck.
It's a fine opening.
It certainly is.
Okay, so how serious is the threat then? Can we pretend it's not that serious? I'm worried about rook h4 followed by.
The threat is rook h4 and rook h3, isn't it?
Yeah, and something h3, probably the rook, maybe the queen.
Oh.
Well,
where does black's counterplay come from?
Can we play Can we arrange with f6 or f5 or?
The problem is that e6 is very weak. So f6.
Queen takes g.
Might be, something takes it. Yeah, either knight or queen. In fact, after f6, probably. Well, or g6 is weak as well. Queen takes g6.
Queen takes g6, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's really problematical.
His pawns are useless on the king's side, aren't they? Black's pawns are
basically, yeah.
It's static.
It's Nimzovician, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
what happens if G5?
I wondered about G5.
Queen H5.
Yeah,
5 then.
that's just crushing.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, so if Black had taken with the F pawn instead of the H pawn, he wouldn't have had these problems. But it's true. It's true. But E6 would have been very weak. Yeah, I think. Yeah, and that knight on D4 is very good. So what does Black have here? Is Black thinking about this?
Well, I think he's considering whether he's lost or not here.
I think he's cacking his pants. He didn't know an acceptable legal term.
Who's called Banana? Paul.
Paul Sloan.
I thought it was.
Okay, just to let you know, guys, Daniel finished his second game.
What took him so long?
What happened?
Daniel's opponent just left.
Left.
Oh, come on, really?
Yeah.
Oh dear, that's a shame. What, before the game even started, Kim?
No, in the middle game, but he was losing badly anyway. So
He should have resigned.
He's a normal. He may be.
Oh, he's gone for it.
Well,
Well, surely just Queen H5, unless I'm Queen H5 and then F6 maybe. So that's what Paul's trying to do.
yeah,
He
no,
wants to play the F pawn
Oh,
now, and his king crawls out to F7. So the computer's far from convinced, but it's not totally obvious how White takes advantage of that immediately.
Rook F3. Rook F3.
Rook F3.
Yeah, that helps.
so
What
He's gonna
after
play-
F6?
he's going to play F6.
Actually, I think he's going to play Queen G6.
Yeah, it's now a Queen G6, Rook H8 sort of thing going on.
Oh, actually, it's not mate though, is it? That's exactly what I thought at first, but it's not actually mate, is
No,
it?
it's not me.
Yeah. So, but you can just yeah, no, actually, it's a little bit awkward. To be fair.
What's being played at the moment? Because
I think we're waiting for White to play.
White to move. I've put in the guess of Queen H5.
Right, okay.
It hasn't said it's correct.
That's why it's gone pink.
It's got 11 plus 11 now.
Yeah, it's to show that the move is a guess move. I think.
It hasn't said it's correct though.
Gone pink with embarrassment.
Okay, so we'll put, I don't know, F6 on the board.
Is F6 the only move?
Well, or F5, I guess. But
Right.
It won't let me do that unless I go into analysis mode.
oh, I see. Okay. Why did it let you play Queen H5 then?
I think it just allows one.
Okay. Well,
I don't know. I don't know.
It hasn't got a colour. Well, it's come up green. Hang on, it's come up yellow. So
I think that's just the last move.
It's got to be. I
yes,
mean,
yes, it is the last move. I'm wrong. So.
Well, what would you play after F6 then?
or F5.
Or F5?
Well, what's happening after Queen G6?
Actually,
I can't
you can just take the pawn. I know you can't. Sorry, I'm just missing everything. Forget that.
Can we
Might
just
be
play
able to
Rook H7 and then twiddle about with the other rook?
No, you want to get the queen in there, don't you?
Queen
Well,
H5
he's
correct.
played Queen H5.
So,
F6.
oh, he's played it. Okay.
Votes for F6. Votes for F5.
Well, say F6 in the first instance. I don't know why. It just looks a little bit or something or other.
But it's one or the other, isn't it? I can't see.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay, then Queen G6 now.
Queen H8 check. King F7.
Yes. Queen H5, King G8, Queen H8.
It's a repeat, isn't it? The moves.
Okay. How about Queen H7 check? Then he takes F6. The point being that E6 is on breeze because the take back.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like white ought to have more.
Queen G6.
Queen
Right.
G6, isn't it?
It's not.
I mean, the advantage of F6 is, you know, knight E6 isn't a problem after Queen G6.
What does black
What's
do
happening
against
after-
Queen G6?
Queen G6.
Yeah, I mean, isn't Rook H8 check?
Andy asked a
King
question.
takes H8, Rook H3 quite.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't think it's a
no,
threat.
it's not
Stu.
mating, is it?
It's not
mating.
mating. Yeah.
No. I'm just giving away a random rook.
Well, not any old rook. I mean, it's the
Well, what about Queen H7 check, King F7, pawn takes pawn?
king
What
rook,
is?
no less.
Isn't black in deep trouble after that? I think Queen H7 check, King F7, pawn takes pawn just wins. You can't retake the pawn with the queen because of one of the rooks to F3, and you're threatening G7 with the queen, and you're threatening E7, the queen with the pawn.
Yeah, so there's multiple threats.
Yeah, multiple threats, and presumably king takes pawn loses to rook HF3, which looks a bit like checkmate. So I think that's a good enough way to continue the game, even if it isn't the optimal way. No, I can't see what's wrong with this at all. I think black's best in that line is to give up queen for rook.
I wonder what black's looking at. I mean, F5 is much. Oh, he's played F5.
He's played F5, fair enough.
With the other
Oh, crikey, that was quick.
Oh.
Well, he must have obviously thought that was the only move, or F6.
So what about rook takes pawn? Yeah, I think it's been notice that the C8 rook is defended by a backward moving bishop, and we wouldn't want to miss that. So,
very instructive going over these games with you, Colin.
Sorry.
It's very instructive.
Thank you.
Well, you know.
I mean, white can just play queen takes G5, obviously. I think he's missed out. I think he had a lot stronger, to be honest.
He should have flicked in the check before taking.
Yeah.
He should have flicked in the check first.
Yes.
Yes. And then black wouldn't have the possibility to take back with the rook, obviously, because the king would be in the way.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
well, you've got to, if he's going to take on passons, he's got to do it straight away, isn't he? So he can't.
Oh, that's a very good point. So F5 exclamation mark. Very good point. I'd forgotten he'd gone to F5. I thought it was F6. So good defense by Paul.
Queen takes G5.
Yeah.
And then you've got the knight coming to.
Yeah.
Then you're threatening knight takes E6 now, aren't you?
Oh.
Yes, you are. Knight takes E6, rook takes E6, queen takes queen.
So rook E8 or something.
Yeah. So
the assessment for white has gone down after.
It has. It has. I'm struggling to see what white missed.
Yeah. I mean, there must be a better move, presumably. The engine thinks so.
No, hang on. Why are you struggling? I thought what you said was cut and dried.
There's up 11. Yeah, he's played rook.
Oh.
Doesn't like that move.
I wonder why.
Now you've got
knight to C6 and then blockade on E5.
Very good. Yeah, just knight to C6 and knight to E5 is obviously very strong. I don't know if there's a more forcing variation, but that must be very good. We'll guess F6 incorrect, it tells us.
That wasn't my guess. That was your guess.
What about is this knight C6 on the board?
No.
I guess. What about knight F5?
It's our prediction.
Well, rook takes knight.
That might not be enough. No, because
Yeah. Black's last move protected the queen with the other rook.
Yeah.
So
Right.
very hard to see what. Well, queen F8, say.
It won't. That's weird. It won't let me take back knight C6.
It's not. No. After knight C6, is queen F8 a move?
No, that's not right, is it? So knight.
Yes, I'd like to induce F3. I mean, I'm not sure.
Let's leave that as our prediction, shall we?
Do I win £5? Did you say?
So this is still the live first game, is it, with Paul?
Yep.
How come?
No, I think this is. I think
Yeah,
this
you're
is
right. If it's the first game, how come the times
first
are wrong?
game. Did they start late? Because how come they got so much time
Yes,
on
exactly.
their clocks?
This is their second game, isn't it? I think.
Is there... Oh yes, it's their second game. Yes, that's right. Yes, because Paul was white in the first game. What was the result of the first game then?
I'm not sure.
Hang on a second. I think I can find that out.
I'm trying to work out what the match score is at the moment. So Daniel won 2-0. Martin's won 1-0.
Paul won that first game.
Yeah, Paul won the first one. Yeah.
So Cambria are doing pretty well, aren't they?
Yeah, I'd have said so.
Is anyone friends with Neil Bridge and can see what he's doing?
He won his first game.
Did he?
And I had yeah. He won his first game some time ago. Actually, it finished.
For Peter Hassan.
Let me check. Peter Hassan.
How are you checking if you have no friends, Colin?
You can look at completed games.
Right. You can
even
look at
Billy No
anyone's
Mates can do
completed
that,
games,
like
can
me.
you?
Yeah. So I think he drew the first game, assuming his opponent was Crow Allen, which I'll have to check the emails and verify.
Checking. Yes, Crow Allen. Yes.
Okay, shall I go through the other players then?
Yeah.
So Julian.
Umush.
He's a difficult one because he's got about 50 current games. He's got a bunch of current games.
He's playing Cycling chess player.
Oh right, yeah, draw first game. Oh, yeah, draw first game.
Okay, and then next board is Mark
Taylor.
Marcus Didius.
Marcus Didius Falco.
Against Charles Oppenheim.
Okay, both games complete. Mark won the first game and drew the second.
And Mark Payne, otherwise known as Mark Payne, and Pranav 97.
Completed game. He won the first game. No, he lost the first game. I beg your pardon.
Mark Payne lost the first game.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Martin Warman won the first game.
Daniel, you got that, have you?
Yeah. I've been watching Martin's because.
Yeah. Okay. And it looks like Daniel won both his games.
Gordon Birch, Gordon Camberley versus Ange BH. Magnus might know what Gordon's.
He lost the first game. Gordon lost the first game.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
So in 51 moves. Yeah. Okay. Good stuff.
So, what do we think White's going to play here? Knight c6.
Yeah. Okay. So he's thinking about it, obviously. Dare I suggest going to another game? Possibly. Some of the excitement has been lost from this one. I think Knight c6, Knight e5, and then double up, and the rook file just wins as far as I can tell. But who knows?
Okay.
Hello, chaps.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, Mark. Hello. Well done.
Well, not really.
Well, 1.5. No.
Yeah, but he wasn't. I mean, you know, I just blundered. I made terrible moves there. He was winning basically, but he.
Which was the best game to look at?
First one.
To laugh at. Sorry, I mean, look at. Yeah.
It's not a great game either, but he blundered at the end. But it was difficult position.
I can't look at that because Mark is not one of my friends.
If it's a previous game, you can.
Oh, can I? Oh, yeah.
Well, having said that, John, now you're here. What happened in this game? That's out of interest.
Which game?
We saw this. It ended in a draw. It was a draw. Sorry. Yeah, do go on. I'm not paying attention to the EastEnders plot. I beg your pardon. Yeah.
So are we going to have a look at Mark's game? Because I
sorry.
I note that Charles, Mark's opponent, has joined us from
yeah.
Oh, hello, Charles. Is he there? Can I see him?
Yes.
I didn't know how to send comments.
How do we get there then? Okay.
Are you there, Charles? Can I see you?
Yes. I can't.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, so our opponent's real name is Mark Taylor, in case it wasn't obvious.
So is where we go? Members.
Marcus Didius Falco.
Marcus Didius Falco. What were his dates, Mark?
Pardon?
Marcus Didius Falco.
He was Roman Empire.
Yeah. So he was not in the Republic, but the Empire.
When he was in the Republic, yeah, he was Roman.
Yeah.
He worked for Vespasian, amongst others, but mostly Vespasian.
He played for Spurs in 1980.
He's too young. He would be too young for Spurs.
So which games should we look at? The first or the second one?
Well, they're both not great, but the first ones, I mean, but they're two blunders basically. So I don't analyse it.
Oh no, don't do that. Oh,
it'll be humiliating for both of us.
No. Okay, so we had just here, is it? I forgot how you look at the actual game.
I don't know. I don't know what you do. Just click.
Just don't click analyze.
Don't click
No,
analyze.
click on that thing. Click on that dot. That time thing, whatever it is.
Oh, here.
Yeah, try it.
Right.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
French defence.
Exchange French.
The trouble with the French is the exchange variation. I get it all the time online these days.
Okay. Well, it's
Yes, you will, or the advance.
not so innocuous.
Well, I don't mind the advance.
Okay, I like this variation. It's an interesting line, this for black.
Is it? I don't know much about it. I had it once against a Basingstoke player. I can't remember his name. Bernard Cook, something like that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I lost horribly by playing a bad move.
Instead of bishop d6, which is a perfectly good move, you could play knight ge7 and g6 and bishop g7.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
And get a bad position.
Hang on.
Did you play that against John Lloyd? once?
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, it's a
You're not
Pity that
surprised I
bishop-
remember that, but you should.
pity
do.
that bishop's not there because we might be able to take this.
We'll give it time.
Well, probably not,
Well,
because black's got
likes the
bishop
hacks,
f5
doesn't
at the
he?
end.
You
Does
like-
that work if that bishop's here?
I
There are
don't think it does,
many moves in this position.
because
I
bishop
know.
f5 is a defensive idea.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Quite.
That is true.
I probably should have played it anyway, but I went there. I don't know. I don't, you know.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine for black. Come on.
Well, it's fine for black, yeah.
Thank you.
I didn't say it wasn't. You don't play the exchange variation, you know, without it being fine for black. You try and outplay black from that position or vice versa.
You played this move in honour of Ben Feingold.
Ken Coates plays this. I've played him several times. I've beaten him twice and drawn 2 and lost 1, I think. No. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so how are you going to take back on d6? That would be the interesting question.
Well, that's a very good question. I'm glad you asked me that.
Can we take on E3 in retaliation?
No.
No,
No.
I can believe it, but
Well, I don't want to do it yet. I mean, I don't think I want to do it yet. Why do it now?
Evening all.
Evening, Martin.
Hello, Martin.
I've just finished the second game.
Oh, that was a lot quicker than the first one.
It was.
You didn't want fancy knight g3 then, Mark?
What?
You
Not
didn't
at this
want,
point, no.
oh, sorry, white didn't fancy knight g3. Yeah, what I meant to say.
No.
Hey, Martin,
Okay.
did you notice that you
Rook e8 now?
He's in the first game and you didn't take it?
You what, sorry?
I was just speaking to Martin, telling
Oh,
him
right.
he left his rook on prise near the end of the first game, but his opponent didn't play bishop takes rook.
If I was just thinking, is it worth playing rook? You don't want bishop f4 to happen. That's the reason, isn't it?
Well, I've got rook takes e2. I spent a bit of time looking at that.
I was going to say rook e8 first looks,
Yeah, I was going to play it, but I didn't in the end. I mean, I looked at it,
you know, this perhaps.
but I didn't. Yeah, yeah, whichever rook. But yeah, if he goes bishop f4, I've got rook e2, bishop takes, rook takes. I've got to move that rook because otherwise that's on prise at the end. So I've got to move that rook.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So, but I didn't think, I think it made that much difference in the end. So I just took it.
Chopped.
I haven't really got anything here at all. It's just a level position. I mean, the way I play it, what might be better at the end. Actually.
Well, if you can lump something onto E4, Mark, you might be better.
Well, what do I lump onto E4?
Not sure.
Well, what was my next move?
Be nice to get that there, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. I played Rook A8 first, though, I think, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now how's White going to deal with this weak E pawn?
Well, Bishop D3, for the starters.
Yeah.
I bunged it on E4. I'm not sure how good that is, but
Oh, that's
it's not clear how good that is to me. But okay.
That's pretty good, doesn't it?
that's very spirited.
Yeah, it looks good, but is it though? That's the key question in these positions.
Well, can't we Blaster would then play F5, and we could have
F5? Oh no.
Why?
What, bottling the bishop then on E4?
What am I doing now? F4? What then level position?
No, just that.
I don't like that. I don't. I mean, I considered it, but about 3 seconds. Didn't like it.
As long as that. Okay.
Explosive move.
Good move. Yeah, explosive. Yeah, that's a good move. Yeah.
Yeah. We've still got 97, maybe. Oh, okay.
I doubled up on the bubble up.
Okay.
You certainly did. Spot the threat.
Okay.
And White spotted the threat.
Yeah, and I sort of wasn't sure to do it. I played 97 to bolt.
Well, can you get this here?
Yeah, well, I played 97.
Yeah.
What's this space, John?
I'm watching this space fervently, or fervently. Okay, C5.
I wasn't sure about C, Charles. I wasn't sure about C. It's one of those things. I'd analysed it in case you played it, and I analysed it wrongly. Is what happened. So I played what I analysed, and it didn't work out.
Doesn't C5 make this more of a target?
Play the game.
Can't we play the queen to G3? Is that
we did play the queen to this? I analysed all this, and I misanalysed it, as you'll find out.
Oh, okay. Rook takes. Knight F5. That looks very fine.
Okay. Okay.
What is there not to like?
This is what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what happened.
Well, still.
Oh, no, that's right. Knight D2. Yeah. Well, I saw this. Take it off. All according to plan. King takes. Now I realise I can't take on E3 either way.
Can't you?
No, which will be what I intended. See, if I take with the rook, I've got to take back with the rook. Otherwise, he's going to play rook E1 and win the knight. And then he's got G4. If I take with the knight immediately, he plays knight takes E4. If I go knight F1, he's got knight F6 check, and then taking the rook.
Can you go for that first line?
I missed the idea we had knight F6. Sorry.
Sorry. Can you look at that on the board?
I don't know.
So rook takes pawn.
Well, it is. Yeah, rook takes pawn.
It's play king F2. So yeah.
No, this is the game. Yeah, rook takes pawn. Yeah. So I guess
rook takes rook.
Yeah.
Rook takes rook.
Yeah.
G4.
Yeah.
Rook D3.
King E2.
King E2. Oh yeah.
You see knight checks. These knights on it. You see.
Knights on it. That's what I've missed, Mark. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. No, I looked at all that.
Rook E3 check.
Yeah. I can play for the draw, but I didn't.
I know. Yeah. No. You should. I think you should be looking for an advantage. Yeah.
If knight here, rook here, presumably.
Yeah.
Yeah. How interesting.
That's the end of that.
That was unfortunate.
That didn't.
So what I missed was, so one of the ideas is, did I say that one?
Yeah.
Oh, if knight takes.
Yeah, knight takes is interesting as well.
Knight takes E4.
That's also very murky.
I've got to take on F1.
Yeah, I suppose he's got a desperate.
Then he goes knight F6 check.
Yeah.
And I missed that. Way back before I let him play C5.
Oh, that wins, in fact. I thought it was just a desperado for a minute, but it wins.
It's not just a desperado, it's on the rook.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I missed that. I missed knight F6 check from way back.
So going back to what happened,
take it.
King takes F2, rook here.
Yeah, after
very
much reluctance.
interesting. Yeah. I
And
mean, it's
Charles,
still weak though.
I think you should play G4 here, Charles, and I think you're probably, well, no worse. But you blundered here, so unfortunately for me.
Well, presumably this.
Well, yeah, I thought, did I play that, or did you resign before I played it? I'm not sure. You resigned pretty quickly.
Oh no! What a shame.
White resigns here.
Yeah.
Presumably
Yeah.
because of this.
Yeah, well, I tried to play that, but it was all over already. Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a real
Okay.
pity, yeah, because
Interesting game. Interesting game.
it was interesting.
Very
I think
interesting.
you're fine here though if you play G4 first. I mean,
Shall we look at
Martin, should we look at your best game?
sorry,
Martin. Yeah.
Martin. Yeah, Martin.
Should we look at your best game?
Oh, can I just ask Julian what happened in your second game?
Oh, Julian's
Draw.
back.
Draw in your second game and draw
Yeah.
the first game.
Yeah, blundered in the first game. Should have won the first game.
And drew both.
Drew, but yeah.
Thank
right.
you.
So
What's the match score?
It's I've put it in the chat. Camberley won the first round of games 6.5, 3.5, and with your draw in the second round, it's 3-1 in the second round so far.
Camberley.
okay, so let's have a look. So what game do you want to look at next? Steve, you said something. Was it Martin's game?
I said something about Martin.
None of mine were that exciting. I think we might be better watching
Yeah.
whatever's still going at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, can we see what Neil Bridge is up to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's watch a live one. I haven't seen a live one.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, Connor, I didn't see your email till the end, so sorry about that.
The thing, Mark, we're having technical problems. We can't
Right.
watch live games unless you're a friend of one of the players.
Well, I didn't know that.
Nor did I, nor did we.
Nor did anyone.
Yeah, nor did anybody. Well, Magnus did.
Although I note that Carl in the chat said at 8:14 that might be what we needed to do. Thanks for
Okay,
that,
yeah.
Carl.
Well, Magnus pointed it out as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
So-
We learn for next time.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what I say after losing all my chess games.
So many times, Colin.
Next game.
Yeah, I've been intending to learn from my defeats for the last 50 years, and nothing ever seems to improve.
I think I lose in different ways. I guess that's an advantage.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? As long as you sort of lose in a different way.
Yeah.
You're not learning then.
I've found 50 years worth of ways to lose.
So this game's still in progress. This is Peter Hassan's second game, I presume.
Woo.
Okay, yeah, we haven't seen any of Peter so far, have we? So
Wow.
give him a 12.
What silly opening is this?
Symmetrical English.
Symmetrical English.
This is the
Ah,
second game,
right, yeah.
Just playing Jeremy Mitchell.
And Black's playing some kind of Botvinnik in reverse.
Yeah, I play that. Oh, this is yeah.
Is that theoretical?
Yeah.
I think
I
so.
had this against Keith Downey at Guernsey actually. 93. He comes at 95 stops to 93. I did.
95 looks peculiar.
Sorry.
95 looks a bit peculiar to me.
Well, it's going to be D4 at some point.
Yeah.
Actually, we don't know what. So, sorry to digress, but we don't know what happened to Paul in his game, do we? We'll have a look
Still
at that after
going.
this one. Okay, cool.
I took.
Well, this would, if only this pawn was here.
You could justify
There'd be nothing to talk about whatsoever.
the Iron English by Williams. And
Iron English versus the Iron English.
So White is actually behind in development now.
Well, only the only difference is pawn is here.
Yeah, he's behind.
Yeah. He must
lost
be
he's lost the tempo.
at least one.
But he does have the opportunity to kick any piece on D4 away with his pawn, so
Yeah.
he's got that as a
He's not
compensation.
lost tempo. I don't think tempo means anything in this sort of position.
Well, he played knight to E1 to C2 to E3, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
reason.
So, knight moves.
Bung it in.
So what's the bishop doing on e3? Wouldn't it have been better on d2?
Would
Yeah,
it be
maybe.
captured on e3? That's why it's there.
Ah, that would explain it.
Because black played knight takes e3. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, it's the old b4 maneuver.
Oh,
Isn't that a port? What's going on? It's going to play here. B6, yeah.
In the a pawn.
Anybody understand these positions?
No.
No.
Okay.
Karpov.
Oh, Anderson.
We need George Green here, don't we?
Yes,
I
absolutely.
was about to say that name dropper. Who said George Green?
Me.
Yeah. Do you mean AY Green?
No,
George.
GBA Green.
AY Johnny Green?
What?
I've drawn with.
You don't know familiar with the games of AY Green, Mark?
I'm not.
I'm shocked.
Sorry about that, bloke.
That's a family joke.
What's going on here? Okay.
No, I'm not sure what's going on at all.
I don't understand the position.
Okay.
Bananas just
That's
appeared
a bit
on the
awkward.
screen.
Oh, cool.
To-
Hello, Paul.
Oh,
Hello.
D4, knight D4. Come
What
on.
happened in your second game, Paul?
I lost.
You defended magnificently, I thought.
No, not very
We
well.
need to look at that.
Hang on, we're going to see this, aren't we?
No, we were looking at that game. It was dead interesting. He that F5 was an inspired move, but White was still clearly better after it.
So what's the state of the match?
We're winning.
That's Paul.
So is Black starting to look quite good here? I don't know.
So this is the
I
live.
don't know.
This is the
answer.
current position. White to move.
Yeah, I like black. I might.
I don't understand it. That's all I can say. You know.
No, there's no open
Black's hard
side.
to know what. I mean, I guess Black at some point wants to expand with F5, but
Yeah, fine.
maybe it doesn't look as if it wins or anything like that. Okay, 3-2.
They've got a 2,123 player on board 4.
Is there a repetition with this and this and this and this and this?
I'm guessing that White might be happy with the repetition, but as I say, I don't understand.
Well, if I go here, Rook C3, Knight B5, then what?
Yeah, maybe he just goes back to B2 and.
I mean, what else does Black have here? He could, I mean, he can slightly improve his position, I suppose.
Well, maybe Knight H6. Oh, he's played H5,
Here.
hasn't he? Yeah. Well, before he played H5, I wanted to expand with F5, but I'm not so sure now.
I wouldn't do both.
Yeah,
No.
don't know.
As usual, it's not clear what either side's doing to me. I'm sure
No.
they both understand it. But
Let's make that. I'll make that. That's my guess.
That's chess, isn't it?
And then you can laugh a lot when Black plays something remarkable.
What was the score in round 1?
6.5, 3.5. Was that right, Steve?
Yeah, it's in the chat.
Given the ratings, is that a good result for Cavalier, or is it?
No, definitely.
Any other decent moves for Black here? Well, White's played this. Why won't it? Stupid thing. Okay. What else have we got?
Well, you
What
might try and put some pressure on the D pawn, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not quite making.
Well, you can only do that with the knight and the queen, can't you?
yeah, you can't. I mean, that's the
Why can't White play E4 here?
What, and shut this down?
Give him
Because it's
D4.
Because Black's move, that's why.
And then he's got this whacking hole on D4.
No, good point, Julian.
Yeah, well, to reverse the question, does White want to play E4?
No.
It does give White the D4.
No, he wants to play E3 and D4 at some point.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, possibly even.
But not with the knight on F5 though.
Yeah.
They need to get rid of that, Simon.
Well, G4 will get rid of that.
Oh, what?
G4. Okay.
What? Well, you could do.
What would John McEnroe say?
I don't know what that though.
He'd say, have you read the book Basman Willing?
Yeah. He would.
You cannot
So-
be serious.
Any predictions? Oh, did not get
That wasn't it. No.
King H7 was not.
We should have had a guessing game. See how many moves it took to find King H7.
That was blindingly obvious that was coming.
So we're going to play here then.
Why not?
It's legal.
E3, Queen E2.
Doesn't actually do anything, does it?
No, that's the idea.
Oh,
When you play the English, that's one of the reasons for playing it.
I don't understand Rook B3. but
Just
anyway.
play a whole load of moves that don't do anything.
Oh, actually, it possibly threatens Bishop E4.
Yeah. Bishop E4.
Yeah, this is true.
With the cheapo of Queen H5.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Bishop
exactly.
E4 is nice.
Yeah.
Oh. Get a room.
Oh, we guessed E3. Great.
Does that just mean we guessed the best move or the move that was actually played?
I know, you guessed
we
the move
played
that was played.
played the move that was played.
Okay, okay.
Which coincidentally might have been the best move.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So now we've got this deep plan of Bishop E4 and Queen H5 check.
Yeah, I like it.
Black's running out of moves, surely.
Stop
Bishop
calling each
E4,
other.
Queen D7.
You
having
can
said
play
that.
King G8.
What about
So
this?
that-
What about
Phil.
this, Phil?
Not helping.
Bishop H6. What
Or
about
knight
that?
G7. Yeah. What's the difference?
Yeah, threatening Knight G7.
Yeah,
Where's
that's
it going
crushing.
then? I don't know. Fian chess have even knights. Always good. I don't know. Who knows? Who can tell?
H4.
To say that Black's position is a bit static is a bit of an understatement.
H4 is a bit suicidal.
Hmm.
What, by black?
Yeah.
What about getting off this?
Well, I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, I was.
Queen E7. Queen E7, I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah. No.
Right, there we go.
Bishop E4.
That was
Bishop
my guess.
E4. Yeah, we like Bishop E4.
Queen F6 to.
Yeah, true, true.
I don't want him taking it despite and pissing up my pawns.
Is that a technical term?
Yes, it is.
This is doing a good job, isn't it? I like this.
Yeah, but it's a closed position. I mean,
I know. I'm only
it's
mucking
okay, I
about.
don't know.
Ribbled.
I don't understand this position. Sorry, did Queen E7 get played, or is this our? Is this our?
No, it's our prediction.
It's our current prediction.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. It might
John,
play.
what were you
Bishop,
going to?
Bishop E4 anyway, followed by Rook CB1, or
What
possibly.
were you going to play,
Bishop-
Mark?
Bishop E4 and Bishop C3.
It won't let me.
Well, I wouldn't have been on E7 because I want the knight to go.
Can we even get something like Queen G5 in?
Oh,
Queen G5. Oh,
incorrect.
That's what I'd have played. Excellent.
You didn't say so.
Yeah, yeah.
That's stop. That's
It's all hindsight, isn't it? You know,
I said that, mate. I said it.
that's
That's-
what I would have played.
that stops Bishop E4.
Is it?
no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Well,
Is
F5. Yeah.
F5. Then we should play F4 here.
Well, how about your Bishop C3 in this position?
Yeah, or Bishop C3.
Yeah, Bishop C3 might be. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah.
And Bishop C3 also perhaps threatens D4 as well,
Yeah.
Yes, I like that.
with
Although I
emphasis.
prefer.
I like it because I can understand what you said. Yeah.
What
It's
about
all
the
good
amazing
play,
rook
isn't it?
lift?
But it might be very bad. You understand it or not? I think that's
What about this followed by this? No, it's a
Well, at
joke.
least it's a plan. I mean, Bishop C3 looks plausible.
Yeah. The advantage
So-
of the Queen on C7 is that it does protect the Rook on B8, so Black's not afraid
Any
of that.
problem? Yeah, no. You can't.
This is Colin's guess, is it? Bishop C3.
Well, I borrowed Julian's idea from a completely different line
Right.
and hoped it might do something.
Mm.
But it does kind of make both F4 and D4 perhaps slightly more plausible.
What about G4?
No.
No.
Well, it's probably more of a move in this position than when the knight could head to h4.
Yeah, but it's a target for f5 though, isn't it?
It's a diplomatic answer.
And then play f5.
Well, yeah.
I don't like king h7 actually in retrospect. That's a strange move.
It looks like the wrong square somehow, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
No, G4 looks
Play
like
this.
There you go.
Good lord.
Yeah, G4's the move.
Is it? Are you sure?
It normally is.
You should emphasise that's not necessarily the best move.
Don't tell Gordon, will you? For goodness sake.
Where is Gordon?
Okay, H takes G, H takes G. Rook H8.
And the crowd are loving it.
Loving it, loving it.
Oh, talking of which, how are Man City getting on?
They're 2-0 up.
Oh, excellent.
So
Oh, I've got some breaking news for you. Aldershot Town
Lost.
relegated. Hey.
is joining the European Super League along with Tranmere Rovers.
In other breaking news,
And Hartley Whitney.
Yeah.
in other breaking news, Neil Bridges won his second game.
Okay.
Excellent.
That is good news.
That is good news.
Okay, who would like a random quiz question while we're waiting?
H4.
Who is the only person to have been awarded the Iron Cross and followed by an OBE?
Oh, I love it. It isn't Bismarck, is it?
No, it's that spy. That spy, isn't it? Sydney, not Sydney.
Sydney Fried.
Sydney James. Yeah.
No. What's his name? He was just
Poitier.
Ben McIntyre wrote a book about him. Eddie something.
Sydney Poitier wins the Iron Cross, breaking.
Is it Agent Zigzag?
Yeah. Eddie somebody. I can't remember his name though.
Eddie the Eagle.
Eddie Izzard.
As played by Christopher Plummer in the film.
No, you're thinking of The Sound of Music.
No.
Christopher
Okay.
Plummer.
I
played-
can't remember what that film was called now, actually.
It's called The Sound of Music.
It was called Waterloo.
No, that's with ABBA. You're getting
No. Christopher Plummer was in Waterloo. He played Wellington.
Well,
No, he's one of the Wombles, James.
Why it's plus 1.38.
Is G5? No, hang on. Can I suggest G5 here?
No.
You can.
Thank you. And what is your reply to this wonderful move?
I thought you meant for black.
Oh, knight f5 is quite good, actually.
What are you
Well,
going to
bishop
do?
f4,
What are you going to do? This and this?
something like that, or rook c4.
Rook c4 first.
Yeah.
Well, I suggested that a while ago and it was poo-pooed.
Indeed.
I've just Googled it. It's a Spanish guy.
So knight f5, bishop.
You're not supposed to
e4.
Google it. That's pointless, Julian.
I wouldn't know the answer. I'm just saying it was a Spanish guy.
Okay, G5 is
I
double
didn't
edged.
think that foreigners could get that.
He was a double agent during the Second World War. He spied for both the Germans and the English.
Who was it?
Juan Paul Garcia.
Oh, I'm sorry, I've never heard of him.
Neither have I.
He was a secret agent.
Would you like the correct answer?
Yes.
I'll give you a clue. He carried on at a big sporting event having broken his neck.
Oh,
Bert Troutman.
Oh, so two people have got it then.
Bert Troutman.
Bert Troutman.
And Garcia.
He was a keen fisherman.
Wow, okay.
I'm now more confused than before the question was asked.
So, has this happened, or was this our
What
answer?
happened? Correct.
P5 was correct.
There we go.
You've won the star prize, Colin.
So which is weaker, G5 or H4? Or both
So
of them?
is White going to be? Is White aiming for this then?
Well, you would think.
I don't
Black
see
and
why
play
not.
Queen D7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then rook C4.
Yes.
Bishop e4 first.
And if knight F5, then maybe Queen G4 and or.
No, you take the knight and then go Queen H5.
Okay,
That's
you
why
spotted
it's
it. Black
making
spotted it.
Yep.
Sorry, what's wrong with
Can you
rook
put
C4?
up the round one results again, please? I can't see them in chat because I've joined late.
Why don't you have a look at the chat poll?
Look at chat.
It's not, I can't. I can only see one message in chat because I've joined late.
No, you can see them all.
How?
Scroll up. Okay. Well, let's play this, shall we? And then knight f5, presumably. And then
Rook c4, knight f5.
Knight f5, queen g4.
Or bishop e4.
Bishop e4 is better.
I cannot see any messages before 3-2 in the second round at present.
Oh, okay. Post the latest score, please, Steve.
It only shows you the messages since you joined.
Huh?
Oh, all right.
Didn't know that. Makes sense, maybe. It's a bit like WhatsApp, isn't it? If you join a WhatsApp group, you don't see the history.
This is it's like one of my over the ball games. Getting to a critical position with about 5 minutes left each.
That's why it's critical.
Why is that rook square gone pink?
It indicates a random guess.
Oh.
It's our guess. Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Well, it's
so if it's yellow, it's the last move that was played, actually played.
Very good. Thank you for the instruction. Useful.
That's all right.
Yeah, we like to be useful. It doesn't happen often.
I'll say it's a rare event.
You're telling me, Colin.
In case you hadn't noticed.
Useful? What? I seriously doubt it.
No, I think White's just winning a pawn here.
And if anyone's interested in chess history, I published 2 articles in the last 2 days. Yesterday was on David Hooper, if anyone remembers David Hooper, as in Hooper and Cafferty and all sorts of things. And today it was that well-known player, Stefan Fazekas.
Oh, right, yeah.
England, well, Hungarian IM, who moved to this country in 1939.
And won the British Championship.
Won the British Championship
I
in
don't think it was-
1957 and was the oldest winner of the British Championship.
Yes, and still is. I don't think he was an IM, John. I think his cousin.
Yeah, it was 1952 he was given the IM title.
Really?
By FIDE, yeah. Based on events in 1931 in Czechoslovakia.
This rook c4 is good because knight f5 can't be played.
It was played. It was played.
Well, why not? I think Black's just losing a pawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why can't you play knight f5?
Queen g4. Queen g4 followed by bishop e4, possibly bishop e4 immediately.
Bishop b4.
But why not queen g4 first?
Bishop b4, queen e7.
Or even
bishop takes knight. Oh. Well, crikey.
Well, after bishop e4, can't we just move a knight back again if we're being boring?
Yeah, good point. Which is why I think queen g4 first, to be honest.
Jim's always looking for a repetition.
Yeah, but then you've got queen h5 check and queen takes h4.
Queen g4 pins the knight on the queen.
Yeah.
And then you just do e4.
And then e4 is a threat.
Or bishop
Yeah,
e4.
that's got a move though, but yeah.
Well, it wins the pawn.
Yeah, it wins a pawn, yeah. Is it?
Well.
Yeah, it does give Black the d4 square in a very fairly emphatic way anyway. You know, I suppose you can kick it well over the bishop. But I was thinking queen g4 and then bishop e4. You win the pawn anyway.
Queen g4, bishop e4 looks good to me.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, knight f5 has been played, so we need. So let's get. Should we go here?
Queen g4.
Queen g4.
Yes.
Yeah.
Has Gordon finished? Because he's just gone offline on your.
He's not trying to join us actually.
He's just won his second game.
Okay.
Oh, excellent, excellent.
Well done.
Are we happy staying with this game, by the way?
Like the Alan Partridge show.
Are we 5-2?
Roger Moore is still at the roundabout.
Yeah, this is. I mean, this is a massively.
Actually, Steve Coon's got a new show now on BBC.
I think it's on now, actually.
Okay, so it's played bishop e4.
It's not.
It's on Fridays.
So queen e7 is a very nice line to look at. But I guess you can play queen g4 then anyway, if you want to be safe.
We played bishop e4.
Yeah. It might be better, I don't know.
No, I think queen g4 was good.
I think queen g4 was better.
Yeah,
I do.
So what happens if bishop takes knight after queen e7? Bishop takes knight.
Queen e7. Is that your guess?
Takes knight. Yeah, queen e7.
Queen
Bishop
g4.
takes knight.
No, Queen G4.
Oh, Queen G4.
Queen G4.
No, Queen G4.
What's wrong with Bishop takes knight?
No,
Yeah,
Queen
because-
G4 is better.
Why?
Defense the G pawn.
I agree with you, Colin. Play
Because
bishop
the
takes
threat
knight.
is more powerful than an execution.
Who said that? Nero.
We do.
Well,
I
we
think-
want to pick up that F pawn and the H pawn.
So bishop takes knight, queen takes pawn check,
Bishop G4.
something to G4, say the bishop,
Queen H5 check. No.
then F5.
E4.
No, Queen G4 after Queen G5.
Yeah, queen G4 is also interesting.
Oh,
Have we got time to look at a different
That's just
game,
winning a
like Neil
piece.
Bridges game?
That's winning a piece.
It's winning a piece the other way as well.
Yeah,
Because after
I
E4 is
think
Queen's
back
got to go away,
best,
Queen's the
not
bishop.
playing Queen E7.
Queen E7
probably.
is not the move.
Yeah, I mean, I would just play Knight E7
I think these are terrible.
because now the bishop's in the way.
Oh, we've
That's
had
Yes,
different-
yeah.
Black
You've
played
got
Ben
Queen H5
Found.
Oh,
check
no.
and Queen takes H4, haven't you?
Okay, that's an interesting move, actually. So we just play bishop. Yeah, that's an interesting move. Tricky.
Is that the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, somebody mentioned about moving to another game. Are we happy sticking with this one, or do we want to move?
I'm just wondering if we could move to Neil Bridges' game, even for 10, 20 seconds, and then come back.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's try that.
Neil 1-2-0, so both of these games are
Yeah.
available to view.
But, yeah, that position went from dry to very interesting very quickly somehow.
Neil Bridge.
2.04, but I don't know what the move is.
Single malt.
Oh, you can't see him, can you?
Got to go around the houses again.
Cod banana. Oh no, sorry, it's
Single
single
malt.
malt, isn't it? Beg pardon. Sorry, John.
It looks like Neil's not a member of Camberley Chess Club, is he?
Yeah, he is, yeah, he is.
Is he?
Is he Scuttler?
There he is.
There he is.
So I played him 3 times.
Oh, yeah.
Smiley face.
Single malt 80.
So, both of his games have finished and he's won both of them.
Yeah.
So shall we look at the second? Well, I don't know.
Whiz through it. Just whiz through it in a minute or two, just give us a flavour, and then go back to the other one.
Okay.
That's enough.
That's enough, yeah.
So Neil's
Neil's
black here, so
yeah.
Ah, it's Ruth's opening.
Pomskowski, isn't it?
yeah.
What have you seen before?
It's all very, very.
6, that's unusual.
Oh,
Wow.
here we go. Lots of
Backing out.
G4s and G5s being played.
Every coming used to play G6, Bishop G7 in that position.
Yeah, that's normal, isn't it? So
Yeah.
Is C5 a move here? Am I being thick?
We may not have time to analyse it, John.
it looks a natural move, doesn't
What do you
it?
think of E5 here?
E5.
Yeah.
E5, Queen E7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
must be playable though. Okay,
All right. Anyway, okay. H3 was played. Knight D7.
He's got to play. No. Did he play?
so where is Black going to castle? Or isn't he going to bother?
Not going to bother. Attack on the queen side.
Okay.
Well, White's developed his piece.
Clive's just lost his second game to the turtle moves.
Oh, okay. They had a really good, interesting first game. Yeah, we had a look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looked.
Oh no, I hope he doesn't lose his queen.
You might see it.
Butterfingers.
It's only an exchange. Don't say I lost a queen.
Now.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
It's all looking a bit.
Bad.
Grim, isn't it?
Those knights are
Was he taking the queens off?
Oh, yeah, is he going for a
It's
queen
having a
swap?
rollicking good
He
time.
didn't go for a queen swap.
Well, knight takes the.
Well, this is.
Oh,
what
sorry.
I-
Yeah, okay.
It might be worth a go, even though it's such a bad position.
Yeah.
Knight d6 is a bit strong, isn't it, Colin?
Well, it looks quite strong for white anyway to me, but still.
Yeah.
That position in Chernev's but the
Bishop
chess
D3.
companion,
So
the
bishop
galloping
D3.
knights.
Bishop d3. What?
Oh. Come here and say that.
Well, nobody's mucking about here, are they?
You know, they are actually good players, so can't we just take on b6 and then threaten huffing and
Huffing?
yes, huffing.
What am I missing?
What, in general? Do you want me to be honest?
No.
Well, sorry, why? Why isn't white a piece up, I suppose, is my question.
Well, because the knight's hanging.
Well, go back. So he played bishop d7. He didn't take the knight. So
Yeah, exactly. And I'm trying to understand why not.
Well, it's queen checks. But
Where do you want to go back to?
Well, after
Queen
queen takes
b6,
knight.
you should have taken the knight.
A queen b6.
Yeah.
He didn't
So
like
what's wrong with
knight.
pawn takes knight?
What's happening after Queen D8 check, if anything?
That's a very good question.
Well, the king's
What he
coming
didn't
here,
like.
and then this is coming here,
Well, yeah,
Oh,
but
wow.
d8. He's not.
and this is coming here,
This is not
Black is better.
scary.
and then we can do something with the knight.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose it. Okay.
I see that Bonacord's captain Hamish has joined
Yeah,
us.
hello.
Hello, Hamish.
Hi,
Hamish.
How did everyone do? I've had
So-
some updates, but not everyone has told me the results, and I've not been tracking. But do you know what the
I've got the
score was in the end?
I've got the
Just come on
scores
the
in
chat
the
again.
chat, but I think you can only see them once you've joined. So in the first round, it was 6.5 to Camberley, 3.5 to Bonaccord.
Yeah,
And in the second round, it's 5-3 to Camberley.
yeah, roughly what the ratings are saying then. You were a bit stronger than I thought you were going to be.
Can blame our captain.
Yeah, I loaded the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been looking at one or two of the games. Yeah, some of them have been real. What's the word? Slugfests. You know?
Is this live? Or,
No, this is
Doesn't that go on every year, Colin?
board two's completed game, and we're just looking at a variation from it.
Why don't we complete this game quickly and then go back to the last?
Yeah, good idea, Martin. Good idea. Yeah, I was just shocked that Black didn't retake the piece. That's all.
Traditionally a good idea.
You'll get over it, honestly.
Well, you say that, but
You're gonna have counselling, wasn't it?
White resigned here.
Okay. Go back to the
White
last.
resigned. Yeah.
Just a
Yeah.
piece down for
Nothing.
how did White lose a piece? Did I
How do
miss?
you go from being a piece up to being a piece down?
Thank you, Julian.
Well, hang on, he's got an extra rook.
He's not a piece down.
He's not down. He's got an extra. He's got an
Change,
extra
change.
He's got an extra rook.
Well, he's a
Yeah,
piece
but-
down.
So it's an exchange up.
Well,
Change
also
up.
only got 1 second left. That might have something to do
Ah,
with it.
oh,
Well,
yeah.
presumably he's got an increment, unless he's set the wrong challenge, which is not totally out of the
Oh, that's
question.
quite possible, actually.
What's
Yeah.
the info? If you look at
Yeah, it must
info,
be. You wouldn't get. Yeah. Must be
There
that.
had to be a manual time set, didn't
if you
it?
press info, then it will tell you what the time.
Okay.
So it might be something like that.
Yeah, it must be.
So this is
Uh,
the
Yeah, well, that'd be a bit unfortunate if that happened like that.
yeah.
Can we see all the results, please?
Can I share my screen and I'll
Yeah, sure. Are all the games completed now?
2 still going.
Yeah, let's have a look at one of those. Unfortunately, you can't see them all in because they're individual games. It's
Well,
not-
chess doesn't realise, chess.com doesn't realise there is a match.
1-0, 1-0.
Lee chess is a bit easier with.
Okay, so the Hassans game's still going on. Maybe we should return to that.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Mark
yeah.
Payne. We haven't looked at any of Mark's games, have we?
Yeah, we'll look at Mark's game.
Can you see the score there on the
Yeah.
screen? Yeah.
You filled in the scores. Oh, okay.
I filled in the scores. Yeah.
Very good.
It's a pity chess.com doesn't allow you to set the board order, because then it could show us this automatically.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, they've got this very nice team match setting, but then it's just so rigid that.
And you can see chat going back to about 2008 complaining about the very same thing, and they just changed it for reasons that I can't understand.
Oh,
I was incredulous when I found out, to be honest.
Yeah.
We could have let it set them with just on grading order. It would have been fine.
It wouldn't have been the end of the
We
world.
must stop
yeah.
talking about Clive's game now.
Good evening, Clive.
Hi there.
Hi, Clive.
Hi, Clive.
How are we
Hi,
doing?
Clive.
How's the match going?
We are winning.
Oh,
I think we've
excellent.
won,
Narrowly.
but
How was your last game, Clive?
Pretty horrible. I got ground down in a Catalan and ran out of time and panicked. So
don't panic.
We watched quite a lot of your first game.
Yeah, very interesting.
So
That was quite fun, wasn't it? That first one.
yeah, it was good. Yeah, his rookie 3 was
Yeah, it was a lot stronger than I thought it was going to be.
Well,
Anyway.
funnily enough, I put it on the board as a guess.
right.
And then it
Is there a
said-
game still going or not?
Can we see Peter's game?
Peter
Hassan's still playing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's have a look at it.
Yeah, you're not sharing, John.
Yeah.
Can we share it?
Okay, let's try and do that.
And we can
Right.
chat over the top of watching the last game.
So Peter Hassan. Oh, hang on.
There is.
Yeah, still going.
So shall we?
Yeah, let's look at it.
How
Yeah.
do we do that?
No, it's finished.
No, that's the first game that's finished.
First one. So how do we look at?
We need to connect via him being a friend.
You need to do the live, play live.
Oh yeah, play live chess.
Chess.com is very good, but it's got some
Oh, it's
funny
there.
quirks.
It's there.
Friends, Peter Hassan.
Oh dear, nice locked pawn chain for
Oh,
everybody.
not Peter Hassan's got
Oh,
37
look at the
seconds.
time.
Okay, so what's going on
30
here?
seconds.
Well, nice for fun.
It's going to be tough to win that, isn't it?
Well, it looks like.
Yes, I thought so.
Well, White's winning this, isn't
2,
he?
3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3,
got
4. Is a
four.
pawn up?
I suspect somebody's going to win this.
What's he going to do? Play A?
Is that your prediction?
Yeah.
draw.
A3.
Black's move.
Yeah. Good point.
Well, this
If he plays A3, then
Bishop
A5's
there.
coming, isn't it?
Gotta be. Got to get the bishop out, haven't you?
But he wants to get the king here, presumably,
Oh, okay.
and then try.
A5, that's a good move.
Yeah, that is a good move.
Yeah.
Bishop's got to come back to B2, is it?
E1.
You might want to put it on F2, so I would
Okay.
go E1, but yeah, D2 is fine too.
I think he's going to put the rook on A3 perhaps and stop the white king from marching to the king's side.
So, gentlemen, who's winning?
Oh,
I'm completely wrong, of course. There we go.
It's drawn.
It's just a drawn position.
But this is.
Well, if white can get his king to G4
yeah.
and play H5, is that anything
That's a good plan.
special?
No,
I think he wanted to go Rook C2, but Black's not let him, so.
that just ignores it.
Well, you get H5 in though.
Just ignore it. What happened? Just ignore it. H takes G6, King takes G6, and it's blockaded.
Okay.
H6, and
yeah,
what's going on?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Mark Payne's
Yeah,
just
I'm
finished
clear with
on
my
the
level
second
of
game in his match.
The king would be safer on G4 than where it is. But
That looked good, but it's gone down on the white score.
You're never sure how much time slice these engines are giving. You know, it's.
I still prefer white.
Yeah,
white's winning, I think.
Oh dear. Oh, okay.
Not necessarily doing a great job of winning it, but he should win.
Yeah, it's not obvious what the winning plan is. Maybe it's a
Maybe
draw.
Rook G2 and
Rook
King
G2
G4.
looks good.
Yeah, Rook G2, but then
Rook G2.
Bishop A5.
What?
Well, as Andrew Cluth would say, it's legal.
No, maybe not.
It makes some
time's running
sense
out.
with Rook B7 check.
Oh gosh.
I think a draw is a
draw
result.
Someone's got to offer it.
Yeah.
No, in this you don't. If you just have repetition.
Oh yes, but if it's not repetition, then
You've got 12 seconds. Let's come up.
oh, white's winning now.
I think white's just been winning the whole time. I mean, it's just a question of finding the right plan.
Yeah.
But, whether he'll manage to do that.
Finally, Bishop A5.
So talk us through that.
Whoa!
Oh,
Rook B7.
B7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick. Not sure what you do after that, but Rook B7 looks good.
This also looks very strong.
That's even better.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going to be very hard to stop
Clever.
G6 and G7.
Now you take the pawn.
H takes G.
No, he's picking up the piece, isn't he?
And then G7.
That's very clever.
B7. You must.
So Bishop F6 and G7.
Oh.
Okay, same kind of thing.
Black is.
Can you play Bishop D8 check here?
Oh, that's nice. Yes,
yeah.
you can.
Yeah,
What?
That's very nice. I was sure there was a tactic, but I couldn't find it. Oh,
Oh no!
If it
I mean,
works,
this is
I'd have
still
expected
good,
Peter to
but,
find it, to be honest.
It
it will work. It will work.
It does work. Yeah.
It does work, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, when Peter's a very good tactician, I'd have thought.
Yeah, it's the move 56
that.
of the second game. I don't know how long the first one was, but knowing Jeremy, it was probably very
come on,
long.
White's going to run out of time.
Wrapped up in the
They've
game.
got increment. They've got increment. So Bishop D8.
Analysis board or the actual.
Some pre-moving going on.
What's happened?
Can we get to the live position?
He gets the game.
58.
What's happened?
We just moved
It's
away
not
from
updating the
the.
board, is it? Okay, here we go.
I've got to leave the game on.
So the original person is supposed to play.
Yeah, he turned up.
But
With that time limit, you've got to leave the game going.
It's still difficult. You know, whatever the maybe not whatever time limit, but it's not trivial, is it? Let's face it.
I mean, just
Oh, King H5.
Yeah, King F5. I guess he does get Rook F8 check.
Oh, I don't fancy. Oh. F5 is better, isn't
9,
it?
8, 7.
Oh,
Played it.
then Rook H. Oh, that's no good.
I don't understand why it's that bad. So. I suppose it's just passive.
Somebody else's game. Right.
Yeah.
He's going to put his rook over to H2 now.
That's what
I wondered if Rook H2 does look strong in this position.
Oh, yeah. Keep the bishop there.
He's still
Seven,
going to get
6, 5. God,
This is also very good.
Oh.
That looks good too.
That looks like he's winning.
A bit more complicated maybe, but yeah.
Really nice watching other people play chess, isn't it?
Yeah.
Much less.
It's just nice to watch a game when I'm not in time trouble.
Oh no.
Oh, that's okay.
Actually, it is pretty good. It looks
White's in control. I mean, black's got nothing.
There was, yeah. There's still a bishop f6, rook h8 possibility.
Yeah, I thought was he going to get mated there?
So there's probably like a 5% chance of black winning, I reckon.
Oh, no!
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
No way.
It's mate.
Called it.
Oh no! You just went.
Oh.
Oh, it's sad.
That's
From one perspective, it's sad.
Unbelievable.
It is sad.
If they come on the Zoom, don't let them know we were watching.
Yeah.
Wait, had it all.
It's going to be very hard, Steve. I don't know.
If they come on, shall we say, how did you do, Peter?
No.
You'll have nightmares
be
about that
sick.
game for years.
Oh,
Oh dear.
I think we've all done that on one occasion or more.
Yes.
A lot more than more.
Yes.
Good game.
So is that the match finished now?
Well, yes.
Definitely.
Totally that game.
Six.
What a finish. What a finish.
Yeah, good finish. Well directed by the people choosing the games.
Well, there was a lot of interesting chess in those games, wasn't there?
Very interesting.
Do you want to whiz through that game from the beginning very, very quickly, just for 1 minute?
No.
Yes,
We
no.
didn't see the beginning, did we?
It was in English and you fell asleep.
I wasn't on it.
You didn't see the symmetrical English.
Oh, was that the one? Okay. Yeah, we did. Are they coming on?
See, that game was a Sam Lloyd retro problem.
Yeah.
That was the solution.
Yeah.
So you had to get to the start position from.
It was all for.
Very good.
It was self-made.
Yeah, no,
We had seen this, hadn't we?
No, we did see it. I'm sorry, I didn't realise we had seen it. You're right. Do we want to look at Neil Bridges' last game?
That might be a bridge too far.
Wow.
God, I'm so funny.
Doesn't look like they're coming on, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, who can blame them after?
I think Peter Hassan's probably.
Thanks, Harry.
I think I was to leave before him.
Pun? Which game should we look at? Any suggestions?
Orphy
I think
versus.
I've seen enough.
Yes, I think I've seen enough.
It's a good format. It's the first time I've seen a match and the Zoom call afterwards. And
Yeah.
For those that weren't playing, I hope they found it interesting and valuable to just watch on the Zoom.
Oh,
call.
very much so.
It was definitely.
Like against Nairobi.
Good. And if you want to play in the next matches, then just shout out, because you know, we want to pick a team of people that want to play and shake it up a bit so everyone gets a chance.
I've put the match score up on the screen. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they won on the top boards, didn't they?
Yep.
Oh no, even on top boards, we won strongly on the bottom boards.
Yeah.
We would have lost on the top boards as well if it weren't for Jeremy's board 4 game.
Anyhow, it was a great match. So thank you to Aberdeen.
Yeah, thank you, Hamish.
Yeah,
Yes,
thanks for reaching out. It was a great opportunity, and I think we'll actually start seeing if we can find some other clubs to challenge as well.
Yeah.
Actually, it was a really good idea. So we've just been playing in the 4NCL, and you know, this is just slotted in nicely as a kind of.
It's different, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And you'd be most welcome on our Tuesday Zoom calls. We've got a
Yeah, I'm
of,
certainly bearing it in mind. I watched some of the Michael Adams ones not long before your email. Actually, I'd never heard of you guys, and then I saw your website and your.
Well, we've got David Howard in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we got Nigel.
Yes, I think I
Povar
might
next
come
week.
to that. Is there a membership fee I have to pay, or?
Well, we asked for a £10 contribution.
Yeah, that would be fine.
Go onto the membership tab on the website and it tells you how to pay. That'd be wonderful.
I should manage that. Yeah, I'll pass that on to my teammates as well.
Please, yeah.
Yeah, they're all welcome.
Well, I'll make sure you get copied with the notices of the both the Nigel Povar Endgame lecture next Tuesday.
Oh, okay. I've got an absolutely ancient book of his.
And the
English opening?
English
no,
opening.
chess training it's called, or something like
right,
that.
And then
I just bought it in a
David
second-hand bookshop. I mean, I think it's considerably older than me, but it's actually a very good book.
Yeah. So yeah, you and all your club members would be more than welcome.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
I'm
thanks
going to
very
leave
much.
now.
Good night.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you all. Thank you, Aberdeen Chess Club members, and hope to see you again.
Yeah. Cheers, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks,
Thanks
everyone.
for organising it.
Good to meet you.
Nice to see you, Hamish. Thanks for the game.